Hey, I'm Ryan. Um, I've never made a video before. This is my second attempt. Messed up the first one because I couldn't read. Um, a lot of this is how I feel, how I think life is, and how you should live your life because it's just better for everyone. And you'll understand in a second or more. A lot of this stuff is based off of what Joe Rogan said. Um, I don't know where it's just I got it from him on YouTube video. There's a video called Joe Rogan Talks About Life. Listen to that. And I watched a lot of other videos where he would explain things. And I kind of branched off of it and made it just a personal living style and it's been working fantastic. So, excuse me. To start with, I wrote 4 pages of information. Sit up to about 3 a.m. It's fun. But everyone is an organism, pretty much. So we are, as people, we are like an organism. Okay, we first started out as a little organism, then we just kept growing and growing and growing. And that's all we want to do. That's what organisms want to do, is just keep growing. They just want to keep having offspring and just keep getting their best genes ahead so they don't die off. And that's all we're doing as people. And so it's like we're like that science experiment in 6th grade or whatever fucking grade that you did it in. I know you did it though because everyone did it, where you do the mold on the piece of bread, and we are the mold, and the Earth is the piece of bread, and we are that mold, or we are that organism, bacteria. We are that thing that just is not stop growing, and we're just gonna keep going and keep going because that's what we do. That's what we are. That's our purpose. That's what we're doing. And so Joe Rogan, he says in the video, talks about life on YouTube. He said that it's like if you're in a plane and you look at LA and it's like you look over at all the mountains and landscape and all the beauty, and then you look over at the city of LA and there's just this giant city and then like smoke cloud and smog and pollution and all this mess right there, and it's like, wait, what is that? Like, what's that thing there? Like, is that growth? Like, cancer? What is that thing there that doesn't look like it belongs at all? Like, that's disgusting, kind of thing. And that's what we are. That's what we're doing. And that's what we as people are like on this planet, because we're just an organism. That's all we are. And so, we, we're like just this blank figure inside. Because that's all we are, is skeletal, is just an organism that wants to grow and procreate, have all these kids. That's all we're going to do. And so everything else is complete bullcrap. Nothing is real because how you grew up shaped who you are. And that's the same for the person behind you and all that person, your dad, your grandparents, everyone, like everybody that shaped you was already shaped. So really, you're not real. Like, it's not real, it's just there. And so all your opinions, all your things, they really don't matter because all you're supposed to do is have offspring and procreate and just keep growing. And so everything else doesn't matter because the media and government and everything else just put all these social pressures and made people into who they are. So now that everybody is just, that's what they are. They're just that, sorry, they're just that one skeletal. Everyone just is that one thing. Everyone is the same. Okay? Because nothing else is real. Nothing else matters. So what's the point of being negative or holding grudges or being so emotional about everything? Because really, it doesn't matter. And so, since it doesn't matter, there's there's just no reason for negativity. And so, you can't hold anything against you. I'm probably just repeating myself. And so, doing this thing where I get stage fright really easily and I hate it. Please ignore it. I'm a human being. Can't hate me. So, um, we're all just skeletal system, and now that you have no reason to be negative, you have all that empty space inside of you now because all that's gone. And so now you just fill it back in with all these positive things. Like, since now you realize you can't do negative things, why don't we all just be positive and just like I would I would want to like share like I just try to share smiles. That's what I do. Okay, I give hugs to strangers if they need a hug. I pick up trash off the street because why not? Like why not do it? Like it's right there. Life doesn't matter. What the fuck? Like what are you going to do? Go do your job that really doesn't matter because you're just going to procreate eventually, you know? All this things like it really doesn't matter. And so that's a couple more points is just like government and the rules against marijuana and other drugs for psychological effects. And this is what Joe Rogan also talks about, and it's in the video where it's a podcast. I think it was 125, and he was talking to someone, and he said like they were discussing how you can't have a law against someone. We're gonna use marijuana as an example because that's what they used, and it's awesome. So you have a law that does not allow you to have marijuana, and it's because it's bad for you, and you'll do crazy shit, and so why? And so we already have laws for to punish you for the crazy shit. So why can't we have just the marijuana? And then if we do crazy shit, then we get punished. There's no reason to get punished if we didn't do anything. And like if we can smoke pot and just chill. And why would we get punished for that? We didn't do anything. Like we're not breaking shit. We're not doing anything. Why is there a law against it? Why we already have a law for being punished. So why are we getting punished before we need to get punished? Like does that it makes sense to me. I don't know. Everyone has their own opinions, but it just I don't understand why we have two separate laws like that. And so anyway, sorry about that. I branched off. You fill in all the extra space with positive things because why not do that? It because you can't be negative because there's really no point. So and positive things, there's so thousands, millions, trillions, billions, quintillions, septillions, reptilians. There's a lot of reasons more to be positive than negative. It's just not necessary. So now that and it's easier to be positive, especially to people, because when you take away all of their background, all that extra things about them, and you understand that they also have all that bull crap that's not real anymore, and it's like, hey, we're really alike now. Like we are people. That's who we are. We are this organism because that is who you are. And so once everyone realizes that we are just this thing that can grow and have so many cool shit. I would love to have a jetpack. We could probably have that if we all fucking got together and just had positivity everywhere. And so it's just you fill that up with all these positive things because no one else. It's just the wall is gone. It disappears after that. You like it's. I've seen it. I've had no reason to be negative to someone once you realize this. Let's turn the page. I don't know where I am. Hmm. Yeah, and so also that's pretty much it. Um, That's how I would love to live my life, and that's how I do, and that's how I think that I just think it's a great idea to think about it. And look at Joe Rogan's videos if you have time. But this is just what I wanted to talk about. And so I also want to talk about a second thing, and that language language is very important. Sound kind of lame, but like the fact that you can use these words to describe how you feel, like it's not even, I understand that like language is not specific enough, but it's it's pretty damn close. And so the I think that the media and government were they're shaping our society. I'm 19, my age group, my generation, I will say, my generation, we're being shaped into not being able to use our voice, and it's really upsetting. Um, because I've lived this style for a long time now. I want to say a couple years. But I just now, a couple days ago, I've been doing a lot of watching of Joe Rogan videos and just a lot of thinking. And these past 2 days have been phenomenal. And so I would just want to talk about how I'm really afraid because the people in my generation, we're just we have our own opinions, but we're being diverted to the internet and everything else that's quiet. If you type in a message complaining about something on Facebook or something, that's like putting it into a vacuum and it's not coming out. You can't hear that shit. That's not going anywhere. Because once you say it, it's on there, but a computer is not gonna scream it for you. You have to do it for yourself. And it's really upsetting for me because I just watch these people just do all these wrong things that they should really think about because it's scary and I'm afraid. And no idea. Um, just I really think the government and media is just like transforming us because I didn't even know about any of these um like all these issues for the United States. I didn't even know about SOPA until I could just be dumb. I don't know, but but since excuse me, my mouth is really dry for some reason. So, uh, sorry. And since we're all that organism, we're all in the same group, and we all understand that, and we're all building off of it, that means that no one's better than someone else at all. You can't talk shit to someone because they're the same as you. So what are you doing? Like it's just why are you doing that? They're just as good as you. And just because you're wearing a suit or just because you're wearing nothing, I don't know. Doesn't matter what you wear because you're the same. Everyone's the same. And so I really think that a lot of the people who are that have a lot of wealth need to give back because if people can live, 85 grand a year, you can live that too. And your amount of success, that's great. That's fantastic for you. I'm really proud of you. Now stop being a dick and share your money with everyone else because we're all the same. It's just what we are. Because and to actually get our people, more, just growing more and having all these like just great ideas and facts that we can learn. We can we could just branch off from planet Earth in general if we do that eventually, much faster. if we end this shit, and I'm saying and so a lot, I noticed that. So you don't need to call me out on it. And so language is beautiful. I wrote that. It's a quote. I wrote it last night. 2 a.m. You have to choose your words very carefully. Um, Especially if people are gonna try this, you need to understand that some people aren't understanding, which sucks. But you have to choose your words very carefully. I prefer to use iMessages, for example. That sentence was an iMessage. I prefer to use. I was about to say so. So you have to choose your words very carefully. I don't like to offend anyone, ever. I try my hardest to apologize when I can, when I've noticed that I've done wrong. Because if you don't, if you just take that extra 2 seconds to think about and then walk away, that's just wrong. You there's no reason to go up and apologize because they're the same as you. They don't if they understand, if they know that they're the same as you, then they're not going to judge you. They're not going to care because we shouldn't care. And so why are you afraid to do it? Why are you afraid to use your voice? If you're gonna, apologize or thank, especially thank, I love thanking people because just like right at the end, you have a smile and just like, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. And just, I would say that. I say it all the time. I love saying it because I'm thankful. That's why I'm saying it because I'm giving them my thanks because I was appreciative. I appreciated what they did. And so why are people my generation just if people are living this way already, I haven't found you yet, but I'm really happy. I feel really alone. That's another story. But I feel like I'm the only one like this, and I don't understand why other people can't just get their stuff straight and just do it, because it's really not a big deal. Because all you are is an organism. That's all you're doing. Um, there's such thing as common sense. I put down a lot of life lessons, kind of thing. Not like lessons, but little rules. One of them is there's no such thing as common sense. If you use the term common sense, you don't have any common sense, obviously. No. It's no one has common sense. Common sense, that means that everybody knows that thing. And you never know if somebody knows that thing. It's just you can't know that. So common sense, that term, I never use it. It's so dumb. No one can know one thing. That one thing, no one can know it. Because you never know. That's the thing I hate. So, whenever, another rule, whenever someone sneezes, I don't care where you are, who you are, where you're from, what time it is, what time of the day, if we're outside or inside, I'm gonna freaking bless you. That's what I'm gonna do. And that's what everyone else should do. Every time, every single time. I don't care. I don't care where you are. I don't care where you're from, all that crap. I'm gonna do it because I've sneezed in a crowded room and no one blessed me. I felt like shit. I don't know who hasn't. It's just terrible. It's a terrible feeling. I would hate to feel that way. And so I know that feeling, and so I understand, and I show, my perspective, and so I say bless you. I don't say God bless you because religions we're not going into that, but I don't say God bless you because you don't know what their religion is. So I just say bless you. Give them my blessing because I have the power. Um, Whenever this is just my little personal rule because I'm a dude. Whenever I'm in a home or a house or a place with a lady, even if I don't know her, If I use the restroom, I'm putting that toilet seat down. Not this seat, but also the cover. All of it. I'm putting all of it down. It's going all down. I don't even know if people's noticed it. I don't know. Holla back if you have, trying. But why not? Because then if you put it all the way down, that means that everyone equally has to put it up to use it. And so it's just not only just more fair for everyone, but you know, I would hate to have to use the restroom and have that little fear in the back of my mind if I'm gonna fall in the toilet. If I was a girl, a little girl, if I was a girl, I would hate to have that feeling. That would suck. Never fallen. Actually, I have. Never mind. It's terrible. Don't do it. That's why I put the seat down. That's what you gotta do. What else is in here? All right. Um, just I really want us as a generation, really back and forth. Sorry, but as a generation, I want to be able to try to get us to use our voice or to learn that we have one. That way, our children can use it. That's what I would want. My sociology professor said she asked us what our American dream was, and I thought my like your personal like understand like the American dream, personal growth and wealth and um being successful in life and going to college and all this thing, and that's the American dream. But my personal American dream is to be able to spread as much joy and positivity as I can in my lifetime, because in the end that's really all that matters, because you're gonna have sex anyway, because that doesn't matter, because you're gonna do it, because it's gonna happen. So really all that's left is your happiness. And so if we just shared happiness, we could grow so much faster because of all the positive effects of it. It fix if it would get people to understand that we're all equal. And so it would fix all the holes in the system because no one's better than anyone else. These politicians and media companies, top five, there's top five media. Yeah, there's only five people giving out the media in the United States. Only five over 50 white men. Five people are giving out the majority of the media in the United States. That's not good. Not good at all. I'm scared. It's, and so, I said it again. Gotta say it one last time. There's probably gonna be 20 more. But you want to do everything for fun. Do things just to do it, you know? Don't watch all that mindless television because that's all it did was shape you to who you are. It really doesn't matter. Just be, I've once I've realized that media sucks and it shaped me because I notice it now. I can watch TV and be like, oh my God, not only are like, it's like I watched yesterday. I don't know. I watched something yesterday. I hated it. I wanted to stop watching it because Workaholics is a great show. I watched that yesterday, and that was the only show I watched. Besides, I was just flipping through channels. It was just like every situation that the person's put in, defines them as who they are. Like if you have it's like you have the opinion that, we'll say the television show portrays a waitress with a lot of piercings, and they portray her to have a terrible attitude and be like really snotty. And just like that way, you have those two connections. And so next thing you know, you think that way. And then you have those opinions until you meet that person. And so I'm saying, like, if you meet that person, they prove you wrong, then you're proven wrong. But until then, you have that little idea in the back of your head. Because if you keep watching that over and over on television, and it's all the same stuff, it's all the same crap. They're shaping you into what you think. And so, said it again. Since you think that way, it's not real. I'm saying you want to go to the step ahead and be like, I haven't met them yet. But you know what? It doesn't matter. They're still the same as me because we're all just an organism. It's in general, while you walk the streets, see people for who they are and just imagine their own. Like, I would imagine, I'd see people on the street and just be like, this person, this thing next to me has had years of life of just things that they've done, and it's just amazing just looking at them and be like, what have you done for, like, and it's I think it's amazing because you can look at someone and be like, oh, they look nice, but it's like everything else, you can just look at them and be like, all those years of just doing things, what have you done in your life? And it can be so great just to understand people. Um, this was kind of what I wrote. Really tired last night. I don't know. It's an option. We as people don't like douchebags, because they slow down growth of the organism of us. They slow us down. We don't grow as fast. So I don't know if that's it. And that's pretty much it. Thank you. I really appreciate it that you guys listened. It means a lot to me. And if you just take the time, don't watch TV, go watch this video, go watch other videos, keep learning, read books. I bought 2 books today. Hold on, because they were in the podcast. I bought them today. The War of Art, this way, by Stephen Pressfield, and that's about it's about your personal being and achieving little goals in that extra life that you have, and so how to get over it, like, and do it and progress. And then this one is Graham Hancock. It's Supernatural. That's the book, Supernatural, talking about how 50,000 years ago, uh, we were um, we were people, but we we were like, we had the same habits as we did billions of years ago. So all we did was have rocks, shaped as things, but we didn't know what to do with them. Like, not that exactly, but we didn't know how to go any. We were stuck. That's the word he used. We were stuck in that little phase. We couldn't grow anymore. And so, said it again. The monkey people, were they had climate. Something happened with their trees, and they had to come down from the trees and go find other food. And at the same time, in like the field that they had to find food in, they had all these like cows and stuff, having their poop, and they poop everywhere, and they have shrooms. And so the monkey ate the shroom, and then his brain grew so fast because it just of all the crazy things it have, and it's just that's what it's about, and it just explains that story in detail about what happened, and all the paintings and cave paintings, they're all from shrooms. They drew what they saw on shrooms, and that's just made the brain so much more powerful, and so they grew. And that's it. I that's just what I had to say, and I really want to put it out there because that's how I feel. I think that no one should judge me for my own voice, and I'm putting it out there because we should. And I feel like if I scream right now, at this point in this society, if I start yelling and trying to get people to listen, I won't get their attention because they won't understand. I'm doing what I can, in my own personal thing. And while I'm living life, I'm on that road. I'm spreading what I can do, but I need more people to help because we need to use our voice. And thank you very for your time. Name's Ryan, and Ryan Craney, Craney. It's Ryan. So find me on Facebook. Yeah. Message me. Questions, comments, concerns. Don't hate mail. Don't be a hater. Listen to what I say. Listen. Listen to what I'm saying. Is like if you send me hate mail, you obviously didn't listen to what I had to say in this video. You wouldn't waste 31 minutes and about to be 10 seconds. You wouldn't waste your time like that. No one's probably even gonna waste their time on this video now. I don't even know why I did it. So, oh yeah, because that guy told me to. That's why. Steven, great guy. All right. Well, have a great life. Uh, all that mess. ECU, Greenville, North Carolina. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Love you guys. Bye.